Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're looking at something that affects, well, a lot of people. Lowering blood pressure naturally, specifically through diet, maybe dealing with this yourself or you know someone who is. And the idea of using food as like a tool, that's pretty compelling.
It really is.
We've got this article that's packed with info on this exact topic. Our mission today, pull out the really useful bits.
Yeah, the actionable stuff.
Exactly. How specific foods might help manage blood pressure, maybe alongside meds, maybe even as another approach.
Right. We want to give you the knowledge you can actually use without, drowning in jargon.
We're aiming to get past just a list, right? Understand why these foods might work.
Precisely. Think of it as the quick guide to the key dietary ideas here.
Okay, so the article kicks off with some questions. I think these will hit home for some listeners. Are you feeling like your paycheck just disappears into medical bills? Are you missing out on foods you love? Are health issues stopping you from doing things?
Yeah, those are very real concerns for anyone managing high blood pressure.
Absolutely. And we need to be super clear. Like the article says, high blood pressure is serious.
Oh, definitely. It needs attention, lifestyle changes, often medical guidance, no question.
We're just focusing today on one piece of that puzzle, the diet side of things.
Right. And the article brings up this interesting point about food as a proactive strategy.
Yeah, it mentions that while modern medicine is obviously crucial, the medications can sometimes have side effects.
Sure. Things like digestive problems, feeling tired, dizziness. The list goes on.
And the author suggests this can sometimes lead to, well, more treatments, more costs, a bit of a cascade.
What I find really interesting here is the shift. It's not just about cutting things out, like salt or processed meat, which we all kind of know.
Right. Avoid the bad stuff.
Yeah. But this focuses on adding specific foods that are rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium.
Okay, so these specific minerals are the key players.
That's the idea presented here, yeah. They seem to naturally help lower blood pressure.
Let's dig into that then. Why these three? What do they actually do?
Okay, so potassium, it basically helps your kidneys get rid of excess sodium.
Helps flush it out.
Exactly. And since sodium is a big factor in high blood pressure, that's important.
Makes sense. What about calcium?
Calcium is vital for your blood vessels, for them to, contract and expand properly.
Elasticity.
Yeah, essentially. If you don't have enough calcium, the artery walls can tighten up. Plus, it helps balance sodium levels, too.
Okay, potassium for sodium removal, calcium for vessel function, and magnesium. Where does that fit in?
Magnesium is kind of like a facilitator at the cellular level.
Okay.
It helps move calcium and potassium across cell membranes. That's crucial for nerves and muscles, including the muscles in your blood vessel walls.
Wow. Okay.
And the article mentions some research linking low magnesium to a higher risk of heart problems, like heart attacks.
That's a really clear explanation. Thanks. So the article then lists 10 what it calls powerhouse foods.
Right. And this is where it gets really practical,
This is the stuff people can actually use day to day.
Exactly. Specific foods to think about adding to your meals. The author sees it as like an extra health boost.
Working alongside other things you might be doing.
Precisely. But, and this is really important, always chat with your doctor before making big dietary changes.
Absolutely. Good point. Okay, let's kick off with number 1, flaxseed.
Flaxseed. Yeah, it's interesting. The article points to actual studies showing it can lower blood pressure.
Really?
Yeah. And the great thing is it has a really mild kind of neutral taste.
Oh, so it's versatile.
Totally. Sprinkle it on salads, soups, sandwiches.
Yeah.
You probably won't even notice it. They even suggest a chocolate cherry snack bar recipe with it.
Nice. Okay, number 2, fresh leafy greens. Your kale, spinach, arugula, that family.
Potassium. That's the big win here. These greens are loaded with it.
Gotcha.
But, and this is key, the article stresses fresh greens.
Why is that?
Canned ones often have a ton of added salt. Kind of defeats the purpose, right?
Good point. Yeah.
There's a tip about blending them into a smoothie with yogurt, which adds calcium too.
Smart combo.
Yeah.
Okay, number 3, red beets. They always look so healthy.
They do. And their effect on blood pressure is pretty cool. They're high in nitric oxide.
Nitric oxide?
Yeah, it's a molecule that helps your blood vessels relax and widen, so better blood flow.
Oh, interesting.
The article even mentions research showing beet juice can lower blood pressure in like 24 hours.
Wow, that quick.
Apparently. And there's a roasted beet salad recipe too.
Okay, number 4, white beans, like cannellini beans.
Yeah, those or navy beans, They are nutritional powerhouses for these minerals.
Really?
Oh, yeah. 1 cup gives you a good chunk of your daily calcium, magnesium, and potassium. The article lists the percentages.
That's impressive.
The advice is if you're using canned, make sure they're the no salt added kind. Or cook them from dry, obviously. There's a white bean chicken chili recipe mentioned too.
Sounds good. Number 5 is yogurt. Calcium central, right?
Definitely known for its calcium, almost half your daily need in a cup. But it also chips in with magnesium and potassium. And the article even floats the idea of making your own fat-free Greek yogurt.
Ambitious. Okay, number 6, bananas. Everyone knows bananas and potassium.
It's the classic association, isn't it? And they are a great source,
Uh-huh.
but they also give you some magnesium and calcium too.
So, more than just potassium.
Right. And they included a recipe for a heart-healthy banana bread,
Hmm.
which sounds better than just a plain banana sometimes.
True. Okay, number 7, quinoa. Super popular grain these days.
Yeah, and for good reason. It's a great whole grain. Gives you a decent hit of magnesium plus a bit of calcium and potassium.
And it's gluten-free.
That's right. Bonus for lots of people. If they give a basic recipe for just cooking quinoa.
Simple enough. Number 8 is broccoli. Can't go wrong with broccoli, surely.
Pretty much a health food staple, isn't it? It's got that mix. Potassium, calcium, magnesium,
Trifecta.
basically.
Yeah.
And the article actually points to 3 different broccoli recipes, so you've got options.
Good to have variety. Number 9, skim milk. Back to calcium.
Yep, calcium is the main benefit here for blood pressure. Skim milk is rich in it.
Okay.
Interestingly, the article notes that vitamin D and calcium together might have a synergistic effect. Based on the research cited, maybe lowering blood pressure by 3 to 10%.
That's quite significant.
It could be, yeah. There's a morning smoothie recipe using skim milk mentioned as well.
All right, last one, number 10. Sunflower seeds.
Sunflower seeds, good source of magnesium.
Okay.
The really important thing here, though, is getting the unsalted kind.
Right, avoid that sodium.
Exactly. You don't want to undo the good work. The article suggests adding them to salads, or there's a recipe for some cucumber bites with sunflower seeds and chives.
Sounds interesting. So that's the 10. It really does sound like adding even just a few could make a difference.
That's the author's closing thought, really. These foods can give you an extra layer of support, an extra boost against blood pressure issues.
And you mentioned the article cites sources?
Yeah, it does provide references, specifically for the claims about flaxseed and skim milk. So if you're curious, you can dig deeper into the studies.
Good to know. Okay, so wrapping up. What we've basically done is explore how diet, specifically adding certain foods, might play a really significant role in managing blood pressure.
We looked at how foods rich in potassium, calcium, and magnesium can potentially help your body naturally.
Right. It's about using food in a supportive way.
Precisely. The takeaway really is that common everyday foods can be pretty powerful allies for your blood pressure health.
It empowers you, the listener, doesn't it, to think about making proactive choices.
Exactly. It's about taking some control through what you eat.
So maybe something for you to think about. Could you fit 1 or 2 of these into your routine, even just starting small?
Yeah. What impact could that have on how you feel, on your approach to managing blood pressure overall?
Might be worth looking into those studies mentioned, or perhaps most importantly, having a chat with your doctor about whether these dietary ideas make sense for your specific health situation.
Definitely the best next step.